welcome back to another day of 12 days of polish. I feel like I'm on a TV show or something when I say that. Today we're going to talk about polishes that I bought because I wanted them. I really did want them. Actually, one of these I did not buy. I will say that. One of them I did not buy. It was sent to me, and I will let you know when I get there. These are polishes that I bought because I thought I would love them. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit controversial, I think. Perhaps, maybe, but let's get started anyway. The first one is OPI's Flipflops and Crop Tops. I am a pink kind of girl. I've said that before. My favorite colors are pink, orange, and yellow. This is a polish that was right up my alley, something that I would be interested in. However, when I went to the store, I was like, that doesn't look like any of the swatch photos online. And I will say, even the swatch photos that I've tried taking do not match what this actually looks like in real life. So do keep that in mind. It looks a whole lot better against my skin tone in the photo that I was able to get. But this just fell a little bit short, and I felt like it clashed with my skin tone. The formula was great. Everything about it was great. It just didn't make me happy when I wore it, you know? And that it just bums me out. The next one is a yellow, and it really does bum me out because, like I said, my favorite colors are orange, pink, and yellow, and this is a yellow polish. And that is my Twin Mimmy from OPI. This was part of the Hello Kitty collection. I think the reason why I don't like it is because it's a primary yellow, and it's also another polish that just doesn't work well with my skin tone. The formula on this is not the greatest. That is kind of hard to come by when it comes to yellows, but this was one where even at 3 coats I felt a little bit iffy. I wasn't super confident in stopping at 3 coats, but 4 coats seems a little bit excessive, don't you think? So this is it's a yellow that I keep in my collection because I think, well, maybe one time I'll use it in stamping, or maybe I'll need it for something. So it still sits in my collection, but it's not the yellow. It's not a yellow that I go to. It's just not my go-to yellow. Now we're gonna move into some China glazes. The first one here is Grass's Lime Greener. This looks like a neon pastel green. If you've followed my channel for any amount of time, you've probably caught on to the fact that I really don't share a whole lot of greens, if any. And there's a reason behind it. I'm not really into greens. I don't know what it is. It's just a color that even as a child, I never really wanted to wear. But I do love pastel, and I do love neon greens. I don't know why there's a difference in my mind, but there is. But it's a color that, once again, it just doesn't make me happy when I wear it. I like it in combination with other things. I really, really love when people do the neon gradient polishes, or neon gradient manicures, and they're using a neon green. But alone, it just, I don't know, I feel like something's missing, like it needs more, and so I don't end up wearing it. This China glaze is one that's been really hyped up, and it's one that I've talked about before very briefly, and it's because I don't like it on me. I wanted to love it, and that's Pearl Jammin. This has received so much hype. There was a ton of hype when it initially released in fall of 2016. I waited a little bit. I didn't jump on the hype train, if you will, immediately. I kind of wanted to see, first of all, I couldn't find it in stores, so that was problem number 1. But 2, I was kind of hesitant because in my experience, I don't enjoy baby blue polishes on me or light blue polishes on me, and that's what the base of this is. It's a really light blue, I mean, like kind of like a sky blue, but there's this really strong copper shimmer that you can see. And for a mainstream brand, I gotta say, this is really, really good. This shimmer in there is very strong. It's not something that you need to manipulate lighting to see, which, I mean, honestly, I mean, it's fantastic. It kind of blows me away. But it kind of makes me look not lively, I guess. And so it sits in my collection. I accidentally bought 2, so technically 2 sit in my collection, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. Now we're gonna move on to my one and only Sinful Colors polish that I have here, and that is Claim Me from the Desert Divas collection, or as I always call it, the Stone Crystal Shimmers collection. This collection, I think it was a 6-piece collection. All of the polishes had flakies in them, and they were kind of earthy toned. All of them had like an earthy toned look to them, and this was one one that I wanted. I knew I wanted it. If I couldn't get the other ones, that was fine, but I knew I wanted to get this one and I was gonna hunt it down. So when I found it, I was very, very excited. However, I got home, I applied it, and it just didn't look good. It didn't make me feel good when I wore it, and that bums me out because I think this is a gorgeous polish. I don't have any other polishes that are this color. This is really unique. It's unique coming from a mainstream brand. I mean, never mind how inexpensive Sinful Colors really is. I mean, they come out with some really good collections sometimes, and this was a hit for me. But this color, the one that I wanted to love so much, and it's not Sinful Colors' fault, but it just didn't look good on me. It doesn't make me happy when I wear it. And the last one is Soy As Rio. Zoya did send this to me. They sent me a big box when I agreed to being on their PR list, and this was one of the polishes in it. This was actually a polish that had been on my wish list for quite some time. I went back and forth on whether or not I really wanted to commit to buying it, because it is a nude, and when I think of nudes, I think that they're kind of forgettable, right? They're nudes, and they're kind of meant to be overlooked. But I really was expecting more from this. It's not a bad polish. It has a good formula. It's not a bad polish at all, but while I think it looks okay on me, it doesn't look the way that I thought it would. And so this was one of those polishes that I kind of walked away from feeling a little bit disappointed because it just wasn't what I was expecting. So those are some polishes that I knew I would just love on me, and I ended up walking away feeling a little bit disappointed about. I know that I am not the only one that this has happened to, so if anybody wants to share with me a polish that you knew you would love, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I would love to talk about this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!